Dagmar Stancova, and welcome to Eating with Dagmar. So today I've decided I'm going to make a very light, caffeine-free mocha mousse. That's the best title I could think of. You could also think of it as maybe a pudding. I'm going to use the rest of my raw cream that I got from the Amish in Pennsylvania. And once again, you all know that if you're doing dairy, it should be raw. So this is about a half a cup of cream. I'm going to put it in here into the blender. And because I don't want to waste a drop, also because it's so freaking expensive, I'm going to also put in maybe a half a cup of raw milk. Not for human consumption. Danger, danger. Deadly milk. The kind of milk that our ancestors have been drinking. Well, maybe I'll do more like a cup. I'll do a cup of milk. Yep. Very dangerous. Don't drink raw milk. You do it at your own risk. I'm just putting the milk in here so I could get all the raw cream out. Okay, so putting that in there. And now, so we have about 1.5 cups or 2 cups liquid in here. And the key to stiffening this liquidy thing is gelatin. So we are going to put, for this amount, like a very heaping tablespoonful of gelatin. I put it into a little pot. And now we must bloom the gelatin. We're going to bloom the gelatin. So you put just cold water, about 3 times or 4 times the amount of whatever gelatin you put in. So I'm going to put in, let's say, 4 tablespoons of water. 3, 4. And see, this is called blooming the gelatin. And it hardens pretty quickly. You're just making sure that it absorbs the water. See how quickly it gets hard? And I am going to I have an induction stove top, so I can control the temperature. So if I put it on it, I only put it at the lowest temperature, which is 100 degrees. But if you don't have one of these, just, turn on your... It's so crowded here. Let me turn it on for 100. Literally just for a few seconds, just to warm it so that it'll melt, so that it won't be stiff. I feel like I'm reaching, like you're standing here and I'm reaching over you. Excuse me, can you get out of my way? You're blocking my kitchen path. So, see, it's stiffened, and now when I warm it, it's already getting very liquidy. And I don't want it hot, I just want it warmed. So that was like, what, 7-8 seconds? Because I'm going to pour it into this mixture here. Okay, stop. Okay. So now I have this ready, right? And the next step will be, what am I going to call this? Caffeine-free mocha mousse or caffeine-free mocha pudding. So we're going to achieve the flavor of coffee, chocolatey coffee, mocha, by putting in various other ingredients into this. Oh, and I forgot, eggs. Any opportunity to eat raw eggs, I take it. So these are local raw eggs. I love what it says on top here. Health and honesty. You know? So, and look how they all look. They're different. You know, they don't look the same. Some of them even may have a little bit of the chicken poop in it. Okay, I'm going to put in 2 eggs. And as you know, every time we do raw eggs, we put them in 1 egg at a time to make sure that there's nothing wrong with them. So I'm going to crack this egg, put it in, clear my nose off camera, and smell. No smell, I mean, that's what you want. So I'm going to put that egg in there. And now, basically like I said in the last video that I did where I was making, what was it called? I was making vanilla cream. Yeah, vanilla cream with blueberries. Oops, I got a piece of the shell in there. Oh. Here's a spoon. Oh, okay, got it. All right, let's smell this one. Good. So I put that in. So like I was saying, that the last thing that I did, which was the vanilla cream pudding with the blueberries in it, this is basically like an excellent base for ice cream. If you have an ice cream maker, you know, eggs, milk, cream, and I am going to put some vanilla in here. The Madagascar vanilla, which, God, I've had this for years, and I still have some left. It's very expensive, but worth it. So I'm just going to put in this much. And then now for that illusion of mocha coffee chocolatiness without the chocolate. First thing I'm going to put in is what's called Dandy Blend, which is just roasted chicory and roasted dandelion. It's bitter and it's like an instant coffee. So I'm putting in, I don't know, a tablespoon. Yeah, this is about a tablespoon or whatever, you know, use your own palate. Then I'm putting in some Dwanwood reishi. Actually, no, this is regular reishi. Reishi mushroom. It's a Chinese medicinal herb. It's an adaptogenic, which means that it will do whatever your body needs it to do, basically. So I'm doing about a teaspoon. It's bitter. So we're trying to create that coffee flavor without the coffee, create the chocolate flavor without the chocolate, it's going to be delicious. And then this is chaga mushrooms. So I'm going to put in, let's make it really dark. I'll do three chaga mushrooms. And I will put in some, these are just capsules that I'm opening up. And then, now you could just keep it vanilla-y. You could have a vanilla pudding. You don't have to get all fancy like I am. I also like to put in some humic minerals. Humus from the earth, ancient plant matter that has decomposed and is very mineral rich. See, it's very dark, and it just gives it even more darkness. So the visual of the color will, sometimes we can fool ourselves just by visually, you know, we can create a taste that may not even be there, but when we look at it, go, oh, chocolate, and your mouth will perceive chocolate. Why? Because you said so. And that's how our realities are created sometimes. If you walking in life and you go, disaster, well, you're gonna live out disaster. Or if you go, oh, interesting, could be a learning experience, then you're gonna walk into it as a learning experience. I am dramatic, but I do not like what I would call unwarranted drama. You know, the kind of like, oh my God. But I like drama like that. But really, I don't see anything wrong with any emotion. But that's because I am an actress and I've been trained. I've trained myself to be friends with this whole the instrument of the human vessel, full of all kinds of contradictions and unpredictable things. So I'm very friendly with that. Okay, I'm hurrying again because I have to go somewhere. I'm going to an event. So, but I really wanted to get this in because I don't want to explain myself anymore. So some really ridiculously delicious raw honey. And, you know, honey is just good whenever you have any dairy products or nuts. The honey will really help with digesting them if it's raw, not if it's some, you know, cheap honey from Whole Foods or something, but like a truly raw local honey. Wow. Oh, just a tiny bit more. And just for the fun of it, for the texture of it, I always say that dates are the marrying food. They marry flavors together. So I think I'm going to put a date in here. Where is it? Where are you, my pretty? This refrigerator is so small, and you'd think that I would find things right away, but no. Oh, here they are. Okay, dates. Dates, organic, unsteamed dates from California. God bless the farmers. So I'm putting, I think maybe one date should be enough. Yeah, I think one date. One date is enough to marry all of these ingredients. Okay, so now I will blend. Let's see, did I put everything in? Yes. I will give this a quick blend. I have like tons of nectarines, peaches, and tomatoes from the garden. And I'm going to dehydrate the fruit. And then I'm going to put it into little bags and suck out the air and store them for hard times. Oh, see, it's already hardening. So I gotta warm it up just a tiny bit more to get it to soften again, so I can pour it easily and integrate it with this meal that I'm making here. It's like, I'm in your face now, so close up, or you're in my face, whichever. I guess it all depends which part of the country you're from. If you're from New York, this feels very normal. But if you're from, you know, California or some desert terrain, this feels like, get this bitch out of my face. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it off. See, I've softened it back up, made it liquidy. And now I'm sweating because it's hot. Now I'm going to blend. And just to make sure that it is a pleasant taste, I will taste it. Oh my, what? How is that possible? God, that's so good. You know what? I feel like I want to put another date in there. Just in case I have any guests and I want to share. I think because most people, I think, will want it sweeter. Wow. I really hit the coffee on the head. The coffee flavor. It's really mocha-like. Oh my gosh. It's like Haagen-Dazs mocha ice cream flavor is what it is. That's what I created. Let's see what happened now. Oh, but, yes. So now comes the part where I want you to see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open the top of the blender and I'm going to pour this mixture in while it's blending. Integrate it. And I have to cover it in case it spritzes out. But I'm putting it on the lowest speed possible. And I am slowly going to pour this in. I know I should use a spatula for this, but I just don't like spatulas. Fingers, yes. Forks, yes. Spoons, definitely. Okay. Now it's all in. Okay, so now it is all blended in, and gelatin sticks to your hands in a weird way because it's like basically it's melted skin. Oh, but it's just loaded with collagen and protein. So here we have the mixture. And here I have 3 jars. Maybe it'll be more than 3. Still ridiculously delicious. So this is great because you fill these jars and then you have your, you know, when you're kind of wish you had something delicious in the refrigerator. Voila! Homemade. Oh, I think this is going to make, no, maybe. Yeah, 3 jars is what it will be. Perfect. I love how it sometimes just like, most of the time, it always works out. Like I somehow, my sense of space and amount always seems to, I always seem to calculate it correctly. I just knew that it would be 3 jars. And you know, it's not like I've ever done this before. I'm inventing recipes as I live, and I decided to share my living process with you. So you will know that you too can invent recipes every day, depending on what's in your refrigerator or in your cupboard. So you see, look at this. This is, so I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and this is going to get so nice and stiff and and you know, it'll feel like texture, you know, when you're eating it. Now, do I have room in my refrigerator? Yes, I do. I do have room. So yesterday I had done this with the vanilla cream and blueberries, and let me show you. This is the finished product from what I did yesterday, and I turned it into a pie. But you know, you could I could have put it into cups too. So it was just an interesting choice. I love little spoons. And see the blueberries that I just randomly threw in there? They are now integrated into it. And see how it's sort of like gelatinousy, but because of the milk and the cream, it's very it just doesn't taste gelatinous. It tastes more creamy. It's a perfect breakfast. See? You can cut it into little pieces and share with your friends when they come over. So I guess this is an addendum to yesterday. The finished product. It's just, I love, you know, it's separated into a slightly different color on top. I guess that more of the fat stayed on top and the gelatinous part went to the bottom. It's such a perfect summer breakfast. You know, in Europe sometimes we have dessert for breakfast. Except this is much healthier than some, you know, well, you know, it's all in the attitude. You know, if you're eating a eclair for breakfast and you have the right attitude, it probably will be incredibly nourishing. And this, even if you don't have the right attitude, it's still nourishing. You know, because it all depends on who you are. Like the Southern gentleman neighbor that we have here, he eats stuff that I wouldn't even go near, but he is so healthy, because his attitude is so for life. Like he's, you know, he's just, there's something hearty about him. He's like an antidote to sissiness. I'm so happy to have him as a neighbor. I feel happy and safe just knowing that he's there, and that he knows what's right, what's wrong, and that he'll defend any woman, child, or elder. It's just such a beautiful and rare thing. So I'm feel very lucky. So I'm gonna put this creation that was called, what did I call it? Vanilla cream pudding with blueberries, or vanilla cream pie with blueberries. I don't know. Would you say this is a pie? I guess so. I mean, you can cut it and put it on a plate. It's a pie. It doesn't have crust, but it's a pie. It's my piece of the pie. And it can last for like a week. And then the other thing that I did yesterday, this will be another addendum to yesterday, was oh my cutting board. I can't reach it because lighting is blocking it. Well, let me try anyway. Cutting board, where are you? Oh, here we go. Okay, got it. Cutting board and a knife. So yesterday I made a mulberry pumpkin seed chocolate with cashew butter filling. That's what I made yesterday. And you see, now it's finished. So I just thought maybe this would be a perfect time to share how you then take it out of its mold. And I made this for a friend of mine who's Czech, for him and his wife, and it's his birthday Look at this beautiful. Can you see? Oh, it's just like it's so aesthetically pleasing. It's like, you know, eating art. Oh, I just broke one. Oh, well, okay. It's broken art. And that happens sometimes. But in my experience, some of my best paintings always came out of my biggest mistakes. So here we go. So you see, oh, look at this. Look at this tree of life. Isn't that sweet? And then I broke the crescent moon. Oh well, but you can see how rich it is inside. So I used to give these as gifts and do the whole, like give the whole thing. But then people, it was harder to share it with people. So what I do now is I just cut it into 9 pieces. And then I pack it in some nice tin foil. Oh wait, no, I cut it into 6 pieces, not 9. Sorry. What happened? My math is a little off. So what I do is here it is. I got these little pretty tin foils. And now I put it on here all cut up. And now I'm going to wrap it. I don't know why I'm showing you this, but you know, who knows, maybe you might want to also there we go, give somebody a gift like this. Oh, look, it's a nice little wrapped chocolate. So I wanted to just share that with you from what I made yesterday. And there's one more thing that I made yesterday that I wanted to share the finished product with you. It is goulash a la Dagmar. Not exactly a Hungarian goulash, though I do have Hungarian heritage. My grandmother was from the Austro-Hungarian Empire, but she spoke Hungarian. So did my grandfather. Though I was born in Czechoslovakia, the former Czechoslovakia. So this is what I made in the crock pot yesterday, and I had it on overnight, and then I turned it off when I got up at 5 or 4, whatever, this morning. And now it's cooled down, and never added any water, and here it is. Doesn't look very appealing, but wow. But it smells amazing. The whole space smelled amazing. It's just carrots. You can look on the, just look for the goulash a la Dagmar in my videos, and you'll see how I made this to begin with. But it had a really nice chunk of bone in there, and here's a piece of the meat. What a breakfast. And the carrots with the ginger and the just a little bit of garlic, but it's the ginger that really makes this meal. And here's the leftover marrow. I'm going to push out the rest of the marrow because that's going to be very good meal to eat. Wow, this is a work of art by itself. I have to do something creative with this. Anyway, so that's that meal. I love eating things cold. Some people always have to have it warm. Not me. How long has this been going on? Oh, 30 minutes. Well, that's not bad. Really, that dessert only took about, if I wasn't talking, maybe 10 minutes. So I've shared all I have to share with you. It's been fun, and till our next engagement, whatever it may be, or whatever new meal I decide to make, have a great rest of your day, and you know, enjoy moments, enjoy your life. Turn off the TV, turn off your computer. Just be in your space and feel your space, feel who you are, feel what a gift it is to be here. So I look forward to our next encounter. Bye.